The landscape of this area back then in the 1930s and 40s and early 50s, it was mostly farmland.
We only had a Kamehameha Highway, and on Kamehameha Highway, either you had cows in the pasture or you had homes and oceans. Not too many schools. There was just two schools. Kaneohe had Benjamin Pucker and St. Anne's School. Yeah. Ben Pucker went from kindergarten to 12th grade. Flower everywhere. Taro everywhere. Lois on Kamehameha Highway down to Kealohi. There was taro.
My family is a large Aina family that lives Kaneohe, Kahalui area, and a lot of our family members also live in other places. But we're rooted here in Kaneohe for at least 7, 8 generations, starting here on Waikalua Road, where we're talking today.
I was raised in Heia, the Ahapua of Heia, like the rest of my family who's been here over 200 years.
Whole area of King's School was part of our family land. Across the street, my family still lives there. Our old poi mill was there since I was 5 years old. Before going to school, we had to clean taro and get it all ready for the guys to come in and grind the taro. And when we come home, we had to bag whatever they needed for us to bag the taro. I used to sew the poi bags, and it was in cloth, not in plastic. A penny a bag. If you sew 10, you get 10 cents. And that time was big.
This is where I was raised. Was all lo'i, all over the lo'i, and then we had on Hawaii come down right on the other side of this primary. She come down here and she cut across, and right down below this hill used to get one, the old rice mill, because we used to play in a ditch, and then just like go make this banana stump raft, play in a ditch, go all the way down. Hey, gotta stop. Because that river used to feed all the wetlands on the backside. The water ends up in the back, the Hawaiian Electric.
Well, my grandpa, George Cipher, who adopted me when I was a toddler, he was one of the founders with George Hoftailing and Auntie Kaui Zudameister and Johnny Townsend and Isaac Kanakaole. So they all helped organize the Koolaupoko Hawaiian Civic Club in 1937.
This club was active with mom and pop Wright, my mom and dad, Frank and Eva Kanai, Patty Bright's parents, Roy and Violet Bright, Uncle Saul Halualani, which was Auntie Carol's dad. He was the one that took care of the scholarship.
Auntie Elizabeth Lau, I think she was the first Wahine president that we had.
Auntie Kulia Jones and Uncle Billy Jones. They were all the Jones, the Rocky family, my family, Mahilani's family. We were ancient.
We have such a wide range of talent. A lot of people are wonderful at handcrafts, Hawaiian crafts like lauhala weaving or lei making or konani board, fashioning konani boards, even playing konani boards. We have wonderful singers and musicians that are members of the club. People with high education experience. We have the vice chancellor of Windward Community College as a member. We have retired scientist Dr. Joanne Leong, who was the head of Coconut Island's research facility. Members who know plants, who know lomi, who know all the mo'olelo of the area. We have genealogists. We've got the fishermen. We've got the farmers. We're partnering with Kako'iwi on restoring the 400 acres of farmland, the Lo'i Kalo at He'ia.
Because they're so active. I mean, they're involved in so many activities, from the kuleana in terms of taking care of our, our resting place, our, halekupa pa'u for the for our li'i, up at Mauna Ala, for the other kinds of culture activities that they involve themselves in, and some of the activities that deal with the politics of Koolaupoko area, to protect it and preserve it. I mean, they have one thing I like about the Civic Club is that they have firm beliefs on how they believe their Aina should be managed, sustained, and protected. And this gave me even more interest as why I wanted to become a member of this vibrant group. So vibrant, so active, so involved. What he envisioned as a way to, again, refurber in our families and in our people of Hawaii the importance of preserving cultural ways, family practices, um, in any aspect of our culture, from the vast amount of activities and cultural practices that we have, that this was a way to best preserve them by instilling in the hearts and minds of our people to continue the practice. And I have to say, Koolaupoko Hawaiian Civic Club indeed fulfills that part of the mission of our Hawaiian Civic Clubs as ordained by our established Prince of Hawaii, Prince Jonah Kuhio Kalanianaole.
Our Civic Club has several kuleana that we focus on. We raise funds every year to give scholarships because we want to lift up our young people in our community to advance their education. We have our cultural education program all year long. We're either consulting with people who ask for help regarding new development projects or road projects or other kinds of construction being planned. They want to know if we have any mo'olelo about the area, if we have concerns about burials or important cultural resources. So we're constantly asked for that kind of help.
I'm kind of proud of Koolaupoko Hawaiian Civic Club because we do all kinds of activities. We do the tours, we do the Mocha tours, we do the Makai tours, we advocate for education wherever we people need us.
We do need more of their children and the young people in the community to see the possibilities that the Civic Club can offer them to advance the things that they think are important.
I think that's what our main goal is, to help people, work with people, and make sure if you think that something's wrong in the family, try to alama them some way, yeah. Because we all need help. Some way or the other, we need the help, yeah.
We have been getting involved in planning for Koolaupoko. We are concerned about what might happen if we're not involved in decision making regarding the future of the farmlands and the watersheds in our area. So whenever there's any kind of proposal coming up, it's important for us to stay involved and to pay attention and say what we think about if that's good or bad for our future generations. We're supposed to always be thinking 7 generations ahead. So that's the kind of thing that, old or young, we all should be involved, and we should become good role models. Native Hawaiians have so much to offer the world. We as a Civic Club can be a better role model for everyone so that we can help people lift them up and help our communities and generations that are yet to be born.
Ani ko o lau ahi po anu Sei nisi vele vela ka makasila I laila ka haua I velea ai Me ka vai o ka ulala e heo Me ka vai o ka ulala e heo